Many things going on in the world today. Every time Dick and Harry got something to say. But what they said ain't got no fabric to it. You ain't take some thoughts with that shit through it. It's all about rumors and people feuding. If we're not uplifting, then what we doing? Man, they love the culture if they try to wreck it. But I'll be ready to go hard to protect it. If we don't stand firm, then we're sure to fall. Are you ready to fight this thing and accept the call? Oh, it's all about dealerships and the mall. Now I'm ready to go for broke like Apostle Paul. I'm charged with the task to keep it real. Moving straight forward, not about to yield. Tackling every subject, yeah, you know the drill. R.I.P. Guru, I bring that mass appeal. Our ancestors stood tall despite abuse. We got all the tools, so what's our excuse? It's time to show a face and take off the mask. It's something every day, it's the podcast. 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 It's something every day, it's the podcast.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Welcome to another episode. It's Some Every Year, the podcast. I'm your host, Danye Jones. It's been a minute since I went last week, but it's cool. We got a special show for you today. But as always, let's do our little housekeeping things. Gotta do that. Gotta take care of the business. Everybody follow me. Go to YouTube. Put in Danye F. Jones. Danye F. Jones. Then my joint will come up. You can go to Some Every Year podcast, but best to go to Danye F. Jones. The F is key. If you put Danye Jones, you might see me on another podcast or something. To make sure you get to my channel, do that. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Coach_Jones32. And also the Cola_32. My brother asked me, why you got that? Some people just reach out to me on that one. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Also, want you guys to, where I'm at. Let's see here. I want y'all to check out my man Kevin Marshall with More Than the Coach podcast. He have a lot of awesome things on there. Definitely guests and just great insight on hoops and just he doing all kind of stuff. I mean, but he told me some other stuff he doing now, so he doing a whole lot of stuff. So just definitely check him out. Also, him and his wife have a show, the Mr. and Mrs. Marshall podcast on Sunday night. Love, life, and relationships. They have a lot of great content on Sunday nights. Real funny, real upbeat, but good relationship advice. And they will tell you, their disclaimer, they're not licensed marriage counselors. They just choose to be a married couple that's fighting for their marriage. So real good. So just check them out. Great people. And also, we want to go to Love Jones Legacy. It's Christmas time. Listen, ladies, they have plus sizes, petite sizes, blouses, dresses, pants, shoes, jewelry. What else they got? Bras, sport bras, super bras, wonder bras. They even got bed sheets, got everything. And now she is also in a virtual mall. Let me put the mall up there. www.parasimonia.com/Love Jones Mall. It's a lot of other stores within that mall, but shop Love Jones Legacy. It's Christmas time, and our motto is you could pay more, but why should you? So definitely check that out. A lot of good stuff there. So we're going to get this thing started. You know what? I have an in-studio guest. This is my second in-studio guest. I'm going to get on him because the brother was late. This is this young brother here. This is Taiwan Hamilton Jr., TJ. TJ, no matter color, let's go and jump right to it, dog.
Let's do it.
We both start at 7:30, man. Talk to me. Hey, I'm putting you out there, bro. Because if you on time, you're late.
Exactly.
But you was way late. Holla at me.
I know. So thank you for having me on the podcast, by the way. I was late. It's been a long day. I thought I was just gonna take an hour, 45-minute little nap before I come on the pod. It turned into an hour 30. That extra 30 was this 30 minutes. I was late, so I had to hop in the Batmobile and head over. I couldn't miss this for the world, man. I could not miss every Yay podcast for the
See, now you're trying to butter me up because I'm on it.
Look.
Because I'm on it.
I got to.
Because I'm on it, but it's all good. I'm glad to hear this young brother doing great things. He actually had me on his. But he's a vet. This is my silver episode. This is my 25th episode. Okay, yeah, give me some love. Yeah. But it ain't about me. You know how I am. I'm about promoting folks. Okay. Now, this brother here has the Game Changers podcast. Game Changers podcast. He talk about some of everything. But check this out. This is my 25th. He just celebrated his 100th episode. That's what's up, dog. That's what's up. His 100th episode. And I feel good because I was in one of them. I don't know what number I was, but
it had to be in the 70s at least.
Was it?
Yeah. Either the 70s or the 80s. One of those.
Dude, you called me that late?
Yeah.
Well, I could be in one of the early. I understand.
No.
Just throw me to the back. So, it's all Gucci.
So it's funny that you say that because I actually talk about my journey on my 100 episode, and I didn't start video until like episode 22.
Okay.
So it was straight audio. I finally found a way to put long form on YouTube, and just seeing what you got going on here, I wish I would have knew about this website before. I would have been doing the visuals, but yeah, I came in the video game a little late, but
yeah, but you're doing it though, bro. You absolutely doing it. And oh man, I don't think I put the other thing in. I don't even think I did. Nope, I did not. But I'm gonna do it before it's over. Okay. So we're gonna do this here, people. This brother also is a newlywed. He got married in September?
September 29th.
And what is your lovely bride name?
Shelby Thompson.
Yeah,
actually Shelby Hamilton now.
That's right.
I gotta get used to that.
Yeah, get it right. Get it right.
Gotta get used to sleeping with my ring. Gotta get used to just saying her last name is my last name.
Wait a minute.
It's very fresh.
Go back. What'd you say about the ring?
Wearing it while I'm asleep. Or just because sometimes.
Why do you take it off though?
See.
I'm just asking you a question. Because if you put it on, I mean, I'm just curious. I ain't trying to start nothing, but why you take it off?
Because just when I sleep, it's a little bit like not uncomfortable.
You need to get a bigger size.
I'm not used to sleeping with it.
Unacceptable.
So I just take it off. You said that's unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Why is that? See, I'm trying to learn from the.
Ain't like you got a sleep apnea mask on. That's uncomfortable.
Okay.
The ring shouldn't be no issue.
Okay. It's starting not to be. Just the other night, I slept with it on for probably the second time, so I'm getting a little bit more acclimated with my ring.
Gotcha.
But any marriage advice you would like to give me, I'm open. I'm not one of the young guys that be like, "Hey, old head, get out of here." No, I accept all type of advice from any experienced person.
Well, like this here, man. I mean, it's a journey. It's tough. It ain't like going to anybody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take the good with the bad, and just as a man, you gotta take accountability for things.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying. But you know, how you was brought up. Hey, God gotta be in the mix, man. He gotta be at the center.
Yeah. I agree.
Gotta be at the center, and you know about premarital counseling, and
we did that.
I know. And most preachers, that's about their sort. They won't perform a wedding without going through the premarital counseling. It's not for everybody. I'm not saying it's because you didn't go through that, but when you go through the counseling, you ask yourself, dang, do I really want to get married? Because it's a whole lot.
Hey, wait, before you get into your topics,
go ahead.
You brought up preaching. Now, this man is a great father, a great podcaster, a great deacon. exceptional basketball coach. He has this platform. I just want to give props to Brother Jones for just being the man that he is. But why stop at being a deacon? Why not become a full-fledged preacher and preach the word?
Listen, see, stop.
Well, why you stop at deacon?
Stop. You know why? I've got the scripture. But how can they hear if they don't have a preacher? And how can they preach if they wasn't sent? So I was appointed deacon.
Okay.
You have to be called to preach.
Gotcha.
By God. I remember the Reverend Doctor used to say, I only know one person who was called to preach, and that was him.
Okay.
He was called. So, and I know God, he know me. He know I'm ignorant. He got to make it extremely clear. If that's what he want me to do, I got to have a Damascus Road experience. You know what I'm saying? He got to make it clear. Let me know this is what I want you to do. So I ain't gonna play around with that, man. But
you got to see the burning bush.
But I got to see. Yeah, Moses, I got to see all that. Because hey, this ain't going. Yeah. But but to God be the glory that I've been used in any capacity. Because hey, I'm messed up. But hey, the deacons in the Bible is messed up. I mean, Peter and all them. So Peter was cutting cats. Yeah. But let me get into that. But like I said, y'all know how I go. And it's different now because I got them in the studio. So I'm going I got a format. But I freestyle a lot too. So we're gonna jump right. We got a lot of topics, man. We want to jump into.
Let's go.
All right. We're gonna start here. The college football bracket is set.
Woo.
It is set. The top 4 seeds, we got Oregon 1, Georgia 2, Boise 3. What's that? Arizona State 4. Now people was tripping. Okay, obviously we got the 8-9 game will be Texas and Ohio State. 5-12 Texas and I meant Tennessee and Ohio State. The 5-12 is Texas and Clemson. What's that? 6-11 is Penn State and SMU. And then it was that 10 and they got to be 7. Indiana and Notre Dame. I thought that was tripped out because it's about money. How they kept the 2 Indiana teams together. Oh, they're gonna make some bank at that. They're gonna make some bank. Yeah. So have you been following? How do you look at this?
So I look at this. I mean, it's not the best as far as like college football teams being put in there. I'm seeing Boise State. I'm seeing even Clemson. I mean, I know they in the SEC or whatever it's called.
Who you talking
about? Clemson.
No, Clemson in the ACC.
ACC. Okay, cool. But I'm just seeing teams here that, not necessarily is going to get the job done as far as viewership. So, of course, people that earned it. Boise State, SMU, Penn State, I think they were 11-1. Arizona State, we got them from the Pac.
Yeah, the West, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, it looks okay. I'm going to watch it anyway, but we all know the teams that we wanted to see. We wanted to see Miami in these playoffs. We wanted to see Alabama. I know it's a little cliche to say Alabama's name, but Alabama has been the forefront of college football for so long.
Yeah, but they was on bullshit though. They was. Granted, their losses compared to other teams because they're in the SEC, but they had a bad loss. They had one. Hold on, who did they lose to?
I think it was Vanderbilt, right?
It wasn't good. Yeah. So, but yeah, do I think Alabama deserved to be in there? Probably, but then again, you would take out because you're thinking about the teams that normally be there. But you would think about a Boise State. I think Boise should get their shot. They got a Heisman Trophy candidate, the running back. So yeah, people were tripping on Alabama, but hey, Alabama, they should have went after Deion like Auburn and Florida State. You know what I'm saying? Should have went after him because it's hard to replace Saban, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think that's interesting to see. I'm glad Colorado, they're going to be in the Alamo Bowl, and nobody saw that coming.
Colorado needs to be in the playoffs too.
Yeah,
honestly,
because
I know that they lost 3 games, but as far as the viewership,
absolutely.
I mean, they're gonna have to. All I'm saying is next year they're gonna have to do something about this because if we see teams like SMU or Boise State or other teams like that just get blown out. Like Arizona State has a bye.
Yeah.
But if you bring that back up, who's going to play them after?
Well, okay, let's
see real quick.
Let's look here. Now,
because I'm not saying they're chump, but if they play Texas and get blown out,
yeah, and you know what, they might have something to say, because I think it's going to be a good game. But here's the thing, though. I do think the SMU thing was more nostalgia. So I'm gonna bring you up to speed.
Okay, educate me.
And this when I was a little boy, SMU, they called the Pony Express. Their backfield, they had Eric Dickerson and Craig James. Eric Dickerson was number 19. Google if you don't know who Eric Dickerson is, the truth. Mm-hmm. And white boy running back, Craig James. But they got on probation. I think they got what they call the death penalty, because the boosters was holding them down. When I say holding them down, it was to see one of those so to see SMU back in the mix, and they played well. I think they want SMU back in the mix for nostalgia reasons.
Gotcha.
Now Boise, they want to try to reward the little man. Mm-hmm. But let's go back again.
Yeah, they
now so boys, like I said, this gonna be a good game. The Penn State, but they kept them away from the big dog. So who knows? You never know what's going to happen. I don't think either one of them can beat Georgia, Notre Dame, or Indiana, because the speed. The biggest difference, because I grew up in Big Ten country. One of the biggest difference from the SEC to the Big Ten was really speed.
Okay.
Now the Big Ten, they're gonna have some big offensive line. I'm telling you, them big white boys gonna be up there. But I think it's gonna be interesting. And do you think 12 is too many teams? You think they should shorten it, or
no? I think that's fine.
Okay.
I seen a screenshot online of they're doing another bracket, and those so it was 2 12-team brackets.
Okay.
So the people that were left out of this one are in another 12 team, and whoever wins this 12 team and this 12 team go together in the championship. But I don't know how that, as far as scheduling, as far as everything going. But as far as this one, I like it. They just need to tweak it a little bit. Okay. And the main thing about this, I shouldn't see no blowouts. If there are any blowouts in this college football,
that's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that's a whole.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. If it's a blowout, the blowout has to be one of the blue bloods. Mm-hmm. It's gonna have to be a Texas to get blowout. Boise and SMU, or even Arizona State, those three cannot be blown out.
Right.
Because if they get blown out, that's going to mess it up for next year for those type of teams.
You're right.
So, but if a Penn State get blew out, or like people who historically has been great, I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Oh, yeah. Now, if the other way around happens, like if whoever gets to whoever, like, let's say if Georgia gets blown out by a lower seed team or Boise State or something, I'm going to be looking like, okay, now y'all got my attention. So that's a good blowout. So good blowouts versus bad.
Absolutely. Now, we don't stay on the college thing. Belichick named head coach at University of North Carolina.
Okay.
Your thoughts?
Bill Belichick. So he brought up a point of Chapel Hill, this being where he's from.
His dad coached there.
Yeah, his dad coached there. He has history. So that's why he's being the coach of this team. But
I disagree.
I don't think that's the only reason. I don't think he could find an NFL coaching job, because I didn't know this until Belichick was off the Patriots. He wasn't that good of a person as far as like personnel throughout the organization. So it's like hard to work with, difficult time. Like he'll change the culture of Belichick is not one that an organization would like to accept. So I just been hearing certain things. Like he got the analyst job, but that was even confusing to me. I'm thinking like Belichick is one of the greats.
Yeah.
Why don't nobody want him as the head coach?
I think, see, here's the thing. Well, two things. Last year, there was opportunities. I think his aura loomed so large, and of course he gonna bring his people in. Look, like all coaches come in, they bring their people in. But I think his aura is so large, and he's used to control. People didn't want to deal with that, and they also thought about, can his style, the Patriot way, as they call it, will it resonate with these young ball players now? That's why and I think he took the UNC job because he wasn't sure if he would get another opportunity at the next level because nobody came knocking.
Yeah.
But this was interesting. I know he's bringing his son on staff.
Yeah.
I think during the discussion of the contract, I think they're going to have someone in charge of the portal and the NIL. I cannot see Bill dealing with that.
Okay.
I
mean, he's 72.
Yeah, but his way of thinking. That's why a lot of the older coaches, even in basketball, got out of it. Because like I got some guys who coach college basketball now. Like I did, my man Monte Ross, he's the head coach at North Carolina A&T. My boy Melvin, assistant coach at Baylor, and they was talking about how things have so much changed. Them kids, they won't want that back,
right.
And the relationship piece is gone. So he had a relationship with his best player with Tom Brady. So and you know, and that's the thing. Kids go to school. They pick schools based on the coach in college.
Yeah,
because it's a coach's game.
Yeah,
they don't go to school. They go for the coach. So can he go into somebody's living room? Can he go in somebody's living room in the South? I'm gonna say here in North Carolina. I know some hoods in North Carolina. Shout out to my people. Shout out to my people in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Can he go out to a hood in Fayetteville, sit on their couch, and tell their parents, "Hey, I want your kid"? I said, I don't know. So I mean, I hope this. I got nothing against him, but it's kind of shocking to me.
So do you think his hiring has a positive or negative effect on the Tar Heels organization as a whole?
I don't think it's going to be negative because obviously it's a basketball school, but they've had some success. Of course, probably arguably one of the greatest player ever played football is from there, Lawrence Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think they want to get UNC up to that level and say, hey, just what I always say, SWS. See what sticks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
No, it's definitely going to be interesting. I see players coming there because of Bill Belichick, but I feel like a lot of players are going to have a rude awakening.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the way Tom Brady, like even during Tom Brady's roast, like they were talking about Belichick making jokes, but I think some of those jokes are reality. Like you come to practice and certain things are said, or like certain demands or certain standards are being set. He's 72 years old. Like it don't get no more old school than that.
Absolutely.
When we talk about old school, especially old school football, we basketball people, but old school football.
Yeah, right.
It's different.
Absolutely. So shout out my boy Kevin. This crap popping up. Kevin from More Than the Coach podcast. What's happening, man? What's going on? Glad you joined us. Kev said Bill won't last 2 years. These kids will break him. I told you, Kev, keep it real. And he said, college is a business. Yeah, it is. It is, man. So it's gonna be interesting. Say he better be a players coach, but he don't know how to be a players coach. I mean, because like I said, he had Tom Brady. He was trying to get Tom Brady up out of there. Because what's the young boy that was backing him up that he was pushing, but Kraft, the owner, was like, nah, because Tom Brady went to Kraft like, say, hey, he's sweating this young boy, and they got that young boy up out there. Went to San Francisco. What's the little boy name? Hey, Kev, you know what I'm talking about.
Was it recent?
No, it was a few years, but when Tom was playing, what's the young boy that Bill was sweating? Then Tom got him up out of there. He ended up going to San Francisco. You know, Steve used to call him porn star or something because he was out with a porn star or something. Some crazy crap, but who knows? Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, Jimmy
G. Yeah. Jimmy. Thanks, Kevo. Yeah, so how's he going to be a player? I don't think he knows how to be a player coach.
Listen, he going to have to deal with these young black boys in this new age. Hey, if the Tar Heels have a white running back, that will tell me a lot. That will tell me a lot about his personnel. I'm just saying, I don't want to make this a race thing, but can he relate to young black boys? I mean, he's done it for years as far as them coming to the NFL.
Well,
he's dealt with rookies.
Well, yeah, but when you see people listen, when you have Tom Brady, who works hard and everybody respected him, it makes things easier to bring other folks in. Yeah. So you ain't gonna have no Tom Brady you ain't gonna get the top notch quarterback going to North Carolina. It's not. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Now let's jump away from this from college. Let's go to the NFL. The first we got right now, the Chiefs and the AFC. The Chiefs and the Bills, they have clinched. Okay. Chiefs, I tell you something, man. They playing with fire. I think like 5 games, they won like pretty much at the last play. But what you think about the Chiefs, man?
I think the Chiefs need to either have the lead or be tying. I don't think they could be down, especially to a team like a Detroit or Buffalo. If Detroit or Buffalo go up 14 points, 17 points at half, the Chiefs, they going to have to play from behind. And this year, I haven't really seen them.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Mahomes magic. Absolutely. Even though, they are like 10-1, 11-1, something like that. Yeah. But the Chiefs, they still one of the top dogs, but I need to see them in a different type of
game. Yeah, they're going to get it because they keep biting. But, the Bills, Josh Allen look good right now. Josh might be he might be the front runner for MVP. Mm-hmm. I still like Goff too, but because he's.
I like Saquon too.
Oh yeah. The real. Oh, I love Saquon, but because of I don't care. People know me. People get on me all the time. I'm gonna go back with the race thing. They know at some point they're gonna have to cash in because the black quarterback is here, and it ain't going backwards. So if you got an opportunity for a white quarterback to do good, you better give him the MVP. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
Yeah, because it was similar like with Joker in the league, and I love Joker Cole, but they were like, you know what, we got to cash in.
I'm just saying the same thing. They want these foreigners to win.
Well, actually, what they want. Is which I got so much flack from a lot of my Caucasian listeners. I love you all. I love the banter.
We love y'all.
I love the back and forth. Just how your facts together. They actually want, because I said this years ago. The American white ball player wasn't doing it anymore. So that to dominate, like I said, the last one who was really like dominating was Bird. People throw in Stockton. Yeah, Stockton's cold. Stockton, he was great. He didn't dominate. And everybody, Hoopers know he was not better than Isaiah. He was not. Mm-hmm. Now, but to be honest with you, he did. I don't think Stockton overall was better than Mark Price. Mm. Google Mark Price.
I know he is.
Mark, you know what I mean? Yeah. So when Joe came in and said, let's go get him the MVPs, because how many times we're going to have someone of Anglo-Saxon to win it? So we're going to talk to basketball in a minute. So now look. Now, AFC also in the hunt. We got the Steelers, Texans, Ravens, and the Chargers. I'm like I said, man, Tomlin, man, Hall of Fame coach, never had to lose a season. No matter what he got, he gonna do his thing, man. Texas, that's another black coach brother doing his thing down there. Ravens, Ravens.
They be
defense, dog. They be pissed. They defense, man, and that's what the Ravens. Historically, they defense struggling. They can't stop nobody. And the Chargers, shout out to Harbaugh, going down there and doing his thing, for Michigan. So those are people in the hunt, and also they got people on the bubble in the AFC with the Colts, Dolphins, and the Bengals. I don't know what's with the Bengals.
The Bengals, they trying their best.
Yeah,
man. It's just not clicking for whatever reason. Jamar Chase, he's leading the receivers in the league in pass receptions, pass yards, and pass touchdowns.
Right.
So your offense is fine, but as far as stopping the defense, that defense is a little questionable.
Yeah. Hold up. Kev say what? That's the NFL favorite team. They getting lucky wins. Love Patrick and Andy, but I'm going with the Ravens. Yeah. But hey man, Kev, you know this, man. You coach football too, man. You know that defense questionable. And the Ravens historically, they always have a pretty good D. Now we go to the NFC here. The Lions and Eagles have both clinched.
Detroit.
Man, look, it's crazy. I'm from Michigan, man, and
Stagnancy.
Yes, sir. But the line is tripped out, man, because and I don't lie, I never always was a line. I liked players. I love Billy Sims. Shout out to Billy Sims. Love, of course, Barry Sanders. You got a Herman Moore. I remember old school quarterback Eric Hipple. You know what I mean? So to see the Lions, but the Lions are for real, and they've been having a great progression. Like 3 years ago, they didn't make the playoff, but they was racing. This team right. Last year they made a jump. They're making a bigger jump this year. Yeah. So to see them and even the Eagles, although Hurts has not been throwing the ball well, I think that's going to have to improve for them to go where they want to go.
And I agree, but that's not their offense. That's not
True.
What they want to do. They got Saquon Barkley.
Absolutely.
If I had seen Saquon Barkley do a 360 jump spin over the defender,
I feel that.
I'm giving him 20, 30 touches a game.
Let's say for the sake of argument, let's say these two are in the NFC Championship game. Let's say the Lions, because, their offense is explosive. Mm-hmm. Let's say they jump out 28-7.
On the Eagles?
Yeah, listen. Wait a minute. It's possible now. I know that. It's possible. But the point I'm making is this. Then Saquon is not a factor now. Because now you have to pass the ball. Mm-hmm. Unless you're going to do some play action, sit about the backfield. But I just think that you in the playoffs, once you get down, you're going to have to move those chains with the pass. Now, if they got the lead, and even Saquon is a back, a home run back. Who is that? See, I don't know if they have necessarily a back to get those little tough yards. So, and I love Saquon. I love Saquon. I just think they're going to have to, that passing ain't going to have to improve a little bit. And it's drama with him and his receiver, too.
Yeah, I seen that. And they tried to clean it up a little bit. He tried to clean
the linebacker, when he shouldn't have said that. No. Yeah.
And I'm kind of on A.J. Brown's side. I'm like, I'm an elite receiver. He could easily be top 5 in the league as far as statistics. I know he may be top 5 in the league, but statistic-wise, he can be that, but he's not that. And back to your point, if Detroit and the Eagles play and they go up 20-something points, I don't believe in the Eagles' offense enough. They have 2 elite receivers in Smith and Brown, but I don't believe in them enough against that Detroit defense.
Yeah.
I don't believe that they'll come back.
Absolutely.
So I'm on A.J. Brown's side. Give him more touches, at least. Like, just make some plays. Like, every week, especially going into the playoffs, teams create new plays.
Absolutely.
Going into the playoffs. So let's just get him a little bit more touches, because you don't want to see him go to a team like, and I was thinking about this the other night. If I'm the Raiders and they've been pushing for, I'm just shooting out a team, but they've been pushing for Shedeur Sanders for the draft. If I'm a team like that, or I'm a team that I know for sure I'm going to get a quarterback in the draft, like the Jaguars or something, I'd make a big trade for a receiver like A.J. Brown.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you
sir.
What I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. Or the Bengals. They gotta pay Jamar Chase because they didn't pay him the season before.
And they still acting like they don't want to pay.
Look, Jefferson got paid, but Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm looking at
Chase balling like too.
That. Yeah, so
Chase balling.
They need to do something before they lose their receiver.
I was going to say, Kev say in Detroit they win, in Philadelphia they won't win. Yeah, so see that's the thing. Because if playoffs in Detroit and the hot and the cold, if they come to Detroit, it's gonna be hard to beat them in the fourth field. And also, he says, I like the co-host tonight. He got a lot of great energy. He should have energy. The sucker was late. I'm gonna go put you on blast. I call like Negro, what's up? So, hey man, he dozed off. So whatever. He should have some energy. He should. He had enough rest.
Yeah, I did.
But it's all love. So. Okay, so we going down there with the that's the let me in the NFC in the hunt. NFC Seahawks. Why does crap keep coming up? Stop all that.
Just going down.
Yeah. So
the
Seahawks. Yeah,
that means this is a tough.
Man,
tough
listen,
decision.
and look. Shout out Seahawks, man, QB, man. I mean, listen, they had threw him through the wolves. Mm-hmm. He resurrected. Even what's the old boy for the Buccaneers?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker. Yeah. Baker's been playing well, man.
Yeah.
And I like Baker. I like Baker because you know what? He think he the shiznick. He believed in himself so much. I love it. The Vikings, they're playing well. The Packers. I mean, the NFC North are like really doing anything with except the Bears, but that's another story. I
don't really see the Vikings like that. I mean,
neither. No,
they record is good. When they get to the playoffs, they're going.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, okay. I ain't feeling them either. But it's funny with the Packers how Brett Favre was doing Aaron Rodgers like wouldn't leave. Mm-hmm. Aaron Rodgers did the same thing. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers.
Disappointing.
He's a clown, though.
Disappointing.
He's still throwing people under the bus. I ain't gonna get on him. Not a commander. So who you think is rookie of the year?
It gotta be Daniel. It gotta be Daniel. I mean,
you think?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, what other rookies do we have other than or I forgot about them Denver boys
again?
Bo Nix.
What did we talk about earlier? See, well, let me take off my glass so I can see what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look here. You're right. Bo Nix been playing ball. Yeah. You look at the landscape, even in college football, there are black quarterbacks coming.
Yeah.
So, if Bo Nix win, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, because he got Denver in a position where they can't.
Yeah, and look, I'm not trying to make this like no black and white thing, but it's real talk. When you see that position is starting to get more of us. Listen, man. I mean, look, I love people. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the melanin, I'm a little more. I love the melanin a little more. I ain't apologizing for that. Everything we get the opportunity to do, we do well. Everything. I tell people this all the time. Your girl Koyana, my baby.
Koyana, shout out to Koyana, man. All love.
I didn't show her the Wizard of Oz first. I showed her the Wiz. So I'm serious. So when she saw the Wizard of Oz, and I love the Wizard of Oz growing up as a child. Well, when she saw the Wizard of Oz, she was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
You know, because everything we get the opportunity to do, we do well. So I'm just saying. So I just think Daniel, but I won't be surprised. But Bo Nix, he playing good ball though. He is playing good ball. He's playing good ball. He said, "Man, look, listen, dude, stop. You stop. Listen, man." And people think
trade everyone.
Man, listen.
Trade everyone.
Well, no, you can't trade. You can't trade CCD, man. Can't trade CCD.
No, you can't.
And you can't. And what Skip used to call boy, 11 from heaven. Mm-hmm. The defensive cat.
Oh, Parsons.
Yeah,
I trade him too. Sure.
For what though?
Listen, either him or Jerry Jones.
Dude, you can't trade Parsons though.
Got to go.
Can't trade. What Parsons about? What? 24?
I'm just saying.
No, you can't trade Parsons.
I know the Cowboys are America's team, but
actually they ain't.
They need a rebuild.
Yeah, but you can't trade Parsons though. Listen, let me tell you something. In football, obviously you got to have a quarterback. What do you think the second most valuable position is that they're looking for at the quarterback?
At the quarterback, probably like a defensive end.
A pass rusher.
Yeah.
Yep, a pass rusher. Guys, because the quarterbacks now are more mobile, you need somebody to disrupt. So you can't get rid of Parsons, unless you're gonna go into a time machine and bring back Lawrence Taylor. Outside of that, you can't get. But now, what do you think? But they was talking about. I don't know how they can do it. They have to lose. Well, they might lose the rest of their games anyway. But they were talking about getting Shador and bring Deion in. What you think about that?
No. I think Shedeur, that's the wrong place for him because as long as Jerry Jones is the head of the Cowboys,
that's the issue.
I don't want to see no flourishing black quarterback coming from college there.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that because it's just going to be headlines. Not saying Shedeur can't handle that, but I don't want that from him. And
absolutely,
Deion. I mean, it wouldn't really make sense because you got a chance to build a dynasty at Colorado. You have the number one quarterback in the nation just committed to your program. So,
but you know what though? Did he do a verbal commit, or did he sign a letter of intent?
No, he already signed it.
Oh, he signed a letter of intent.
He did.
Oh, he's okay. So the reason I said that because I figured after this season, Florida State, Bama, they're gonna try to throw that money at Deion. But if he already signed,
you talking about Deion signing?
No. So you said the number one quarterback.
The quarterback, yes, he already.
Are you sure it's not a verbal commit?
No. Because most of them, I've been following them. Most of them are actually going to practice with the team for the bowl game. So some of them are going to practice with the team. I don't know what the quarterback is, but I know some players that already committed there.
Okay, yeah.
Going to practice. So
gotcha. Okay,
yeah, he's there.
Okay, he's well there. You're right. I can't see because I don't think Deion would do that boy like that. And yeah, they can more say Shedeur to Vegas. I heard that he do want to go to Las Vegas.
That would be.
But you know what? This is what I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Deion bogart his son's draft status. And nobody better not say nothing because it happened before. John Elway daddy got him to Denver, and Archie Manning got Eli to New York. Y'all better not say nothing. I'm going to do a special online. I want y'all to comment. Deion, exercise your joint. You know what I mean? So that's going to happen. So
he's not going to the Giants. He ain't going to the Cowboys. Giants, they they like black quarterbacks.
Yes,
when the last time they had a black quarterback?
Man, New York hurt so bad. If anybody else, I think they'll take Shedeur though, because the Giants ain't been doing nothing. Now, let's get back to something that's close to your heart as well as mine. Let's jump right to the NBA. Okay. Right now, we got NBA. Right now, it's the Eastern Conference. Got the Cavs. I really look at the first 8. Cavs at 1, Celtics 2, Magic 3, Knicks 4, Heat 5, Bucks 6, Hawks 7, Nets 8. I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching a lot of, because I've been kind of pissed off. I've been watching a lot of basketball because I don't like the products being put out there. But I like the way the Cavaliers are playing and the Celtics. I'm mad because they have more titles than my Lakers. But anyway, so how are you looking at the season so far as the Eastern Conference?
I believe the Cavs, the Celtics are the real deal. Mm-hmm. I've seen the Magic play our team, the Lakers. They're definitely I like their team. The Knicks, they're getting better every single day. Karl-Anthony Towns, even though they got beat up by the Hawks last night. Yeah. The Heat don't really care for them. Bucks don't.
They're trying to get. I think they're shopping Jimmy Butler.
Even though Jimmy said no, that's not true. That is true. They shopping him. I would have been shopping Jimmy. Like Jimmy is a all-star. Let's just put that out there. But he's not a player
he reached his ceiling though.
Yeah,
he's reached his ceiling.
He's not a player that I'm looking at. Oh, he's gonna go give me a championship because his chances are past gone to me.
Right.
He's been in the finals, twice?
Yeah.
In the last 5-6 years. But
I think it's like I said, if I was Philly, I would try to get him back. I really would, because he was, for one, and B, listen to him, and he could be another piece. He could be the third, because I like Maxey. You blowing and stuff, blowing. Go
wait. So you gonna put him next to Paul George?
Huh?
You gonna put him next to Paul George?
No, you're right. This is what I'm saying about that. And I like Paul George. I just don't trust him.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, I just don't trust him.
Yeah. I don't trust him either.
Yeah.
He
got game too.
He do, but he made 2 bonehead decisions.
Yeah.
And we both agreed that him in the Lakers jersey would have benefited the Lakers and him the most. But
absolutely.
He chose to take that extension by the Clippers. And then once he was unhappy because he realized something I realized as soon as he got to the Clippers that they're not winning anything.
Yeah, Kawhi
he wants to move from team to team, go to the East, an easier conference. And now look at you. What are Sixers at? 12. Come on, man.
Okay. Say he won't be a giant trouble. He said, Cavs need a true vet to lead them, boy. Yeah, you know what though? You're right, but right now though, Cav, Mitchell is the vet now. And the way they playing, man, I mean, Mitchell is the vet now. So I feel what you're saying, but I don't know. I'm not just pushing, but have been impressed by the Cavs.
I agree with you. I feel like they young enough, but still he can lead.
And Mobley, I'm glad they've let Mobley do his thing.
Yeah.
Now going to the West. Now look here, man. I'm gonna say this right now, man. Listen, look here, man. Udoka, he got the boys number 2. Let me tell you, the man can coach.
Yeah.
And I still had a problem where it went down in Boston. I ain't sitting. That's one thing about. I ain't dogging no man. Listen, because hey, I got things in my life. People say, well, why you do that here and there and there? You know what I'm saying? Not on that. But for them to dog him the way they did, the woman he was messing with, her husband worked for the organization, and they would not say her name. You remember when Jalen had said, "Why don't we have her name?" This was doing like NBA showdown.
Yeah.
After the commercial, he had to apologize because they want to keep this. Yes, I'm gonna say it. This white woman name out of it. I'm not saying nothing. Udoka, yeah. First of all, he wasn't married. Him and Elon, they were a couple. She was married. Her husband worked for the organization. You're going to disrespect your husband and mess with a cat in a company, and then they won't say her name. They dogged this man out like he had molested three little girls that was 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? That bothered me. I'm not condoning. Yeah, he shouldn't have been doing. That's the company policy, whatever.
You just mad because your wife chose. She chose. She chose.
Okay.
Why are you mad because she chose?
Stop.
You can't be mad when a woman chooses.
Wait. Stop. Not seeing I got it. See, now you're right. In theory, you're right. Now, that was that man's wife, though. It wasn't his girl. Now you're right. She chose. I'm not even getting mad at him. But see, what I do know, that organization was not gonna let this woman disrespect her white husband by the hands of a black man who was hitting it. Yeah. That's what it really comes down to. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, as she chose, but that was the man's wife. But it's let me tell you something too. That ain't the first time she cheated.
Talk to him.
Because if you cheat on your husband in the same company all y'all at, the level of respect been gone. Yeah. And I'll say this too. I'm gonna leave this alone. I know I'm gonna get some hate me. I don't care. She's lucky because historically, Caucasian men can kill their woman. I mean, I'm trying to laugh. Man, listen. I'm not saying blacks don't, but listen. Seriously.
No, I guess
that's crazy.
I'm thinking about
to embarrass him like that.
Yeah, you might be buried in the back.
That's crazy. Now I know Udoka didn't. I know the white guy didn't approach Udoka. Well, I don't know that. I don't think he did. I don't think he wanted that smoke. But
I don't even think we knew the full story. I think
because they wouldn't say
to it
because they didn't want to say. This is what from the little bit I've heard. They were a couple. Allegedly, I think the higher ups found out about it and told them they needed chill. And she was acting as if he still was coming at her. So I don't know. But look at Udoka. He got the Rockets number 2. He got them number 2.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that? No. They beat the Warriors the other night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Grizzlies up there. I'm glad to see Ja Morant. You see that thing he did against Boston? That dunk against Boston?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Ja Morant is something special.
You're talking about the
Yes. Grizzlies doing their thing. Got the Mavs, the Warriors hooping. Clippers at 6, Nuggets 7. Okay, Lakers. We don't to the Lakers. You see my little Lakers stuff in the background. Well, let me tell y'all something. Let me take this off. I'm gonna say something.
Go ahead.
This for my BT people that might be watching. I'm gonna say some real stuff here. Throughout my years at Bethlehem Temple Missionary Baptist Church, the place you get more than a church home. You get an entire church family. But check this out. Nobody was messing with the Lakers. They weren't messing with Kobe Bryant at all. I'm gonna get on that in a minute. Except 3 people in that church. Me, this young man, and Brother McCaskill.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Now we got a lot of Kobe fans. They was killing Kobe. My boy Strick, shout out to Pastor Strick. And was it new life, speak life. He was too. They was killing my Lakers, and I used to wear my Laker tie. We win everything. But here's the thing, though, man. I'm not happy with things going on. LeBron is still hooping, but his play now does not have the same effect that it did 15. He's doing the same thing, but his thing does not have the same effect on games as it used to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's
I agree with that. And also, it's a plethora of things that's going on right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
As far as like one of those things, I think a lot of these younger dudes are not scared of LeBron as if like he was on the Heat or the Cavs.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? They like I'm watching these games and they're going at him and the team, but the main thing is the personnel, bro. I can't sit back and watch my team get worse and worse and worse. Like the coaching, JJ Redick, he changed some things, but we need the personnel. We need the right personnel. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just think I get tired of watching the 2020 highlights because they bring them up all the time. I follow a lot of Lakers fans on Twitter. Yeah. So they post the 2020 highlights with a crying emoji saying, "Take me back to the good old days." And all I want us to do is 2 things. Get LeBron some help and be able to do both of these things, okay? I want you to be able to play small and big.
Right.
So when we play the Warriors, we're able to put AD at the 5. But let's say if we play the Nuggets, we're able to have a 5 instead of AD.
And let him play the 4. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because people, I hate the narrative that, Jokic gets the best of Anthony Davis every time, but they're playing 2 different positions, and they want Anthony Davis to guard Jokic the whole game and still go get 40 and 15. At the 5 position, that's not possible. It's possible, but
it's not feasible. Yeah,
exactly. Because a few years ago we got bounced in the first round by the Nuggets.
Yeah.
So,
and here's the thing, man. It's funny. His mentality is not even center. Listen, I saw him as a freshman at Perspectives. He was about 6'1". He was about 6'1". A couple years later, I didn't even know it was him. He grew like 9 or 10 inches, like a couple summers. So because that's why he's a decent ball handler because he played guard.
Right.
So his mentality. But I'm glad last season, this season, he's been available. I'm so glad about that. He's been available, but we do need to help LeBron. And I think another thing, and they haven't got help because they went in and got Westbrook. But hold on, wait a minute. I ain't gonna let you dog my boy out. The second, I think it was a good fit because LeBron is a person successfully got to have shooters.
Yeah,
because he gonna handle the ball. But I love Westbrook. I like what he's doing with the Clippers. I like what he's doing with the Nuggets.
Yeah. But
that wasn't the greatest fit because LeBron gonna have the ball and you need shooters. We got here. He's stupid. Come on. We talking about she wanted that Udoka. We go. Man, look, it's retarded, man. I know I shouldn't say that. Shout out to my girl, Jada. Cause the old girl, they ain't cool no more. But Jada, you know you still my baby. But Jada wouldn't let me say don't say the R word.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jada. But yeah, and he says, it's time to let Bron go. What you think? What you giving us back for him?
Yeah.
You said JJ. So, but my thing is, and you know how we are, man. I think they disrespected my homeboy. Shout out to Darvin Ham, Sag Nasty, Stand Up. I think they disrespect this will disrespect come. When LeBron and JJ had that show, and they had a show, fine. But you're talking about scenarios and game strategy. Yeah. It's taking a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At Darvin, man. So JJ, I mean, what the record's almost identical at this same point last year. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? But we're gonna see how it pans out. Now this is something I thought. Now let's
Rob Pelinka, go get us some help, please.
No, hold up. I'm gonna say this here. Let's switch gears a tad bit. Okay. Wait a minute, hold on. I know you got a lot to say about this. Listen, my man,
yesterday somebody whacked out my mirror.
He actually do a lot of entertainment joints, so I definitely want your take. Some of this. Okay. As in his previous filing, Drake goes on to accuse Universal of using bots to falsely inflate Lamar's streaming numbers and of paying influencers to promote Not Like Us online, all of which the company has denied. Now, Drake has filed a second legal action against record label Universal Music over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, which was released at the height of the pair's feud earlier this year. The star has accused Universal of defamation, and his legal papers claim the company could have halted the release of a song falsely accusing him of being a sex offender. Holla at me. Holla at me. Look at my boy, he getting his nose. Go ahead. Holla at me. Holla at me.
Okay, so when it comes, let's talk about just regular life. When it comes to a regular person, yes, this will be somebody come out and, say in a song or news press conference, you a basketball coach, another coach say, oh, he's a pedophile. That's different. But as far as the rapping and hip hop culture, like I think it was Styles P in the interview, just saying he could have went about it different is different. Styles P was saying it's different nowadays, but at the same time it's not, because this is rap beef. So you can't go and file a lawsuit because your feelings is hurt, basically. Now, if we get into the real nitty gritty statistically, what he's saying is they've been using bots for Kendrick Lamar to boost his song, but allegedly those are the same bots they have been using for Drake.
Right, but for years, right?
So,
because he got a catalog.
I don't think
he got a catalog.
I don't think this lawsuit is going to go anywhere. I just think that he's butthurt about, basically, I say Kendrick Lamar decapitating him, basically, and he don't want to be called a pedophile at the Super Bowl. I don't think Kendrick Lamar is going to say it, but when he say certified lover boy, certified. He's going to point the mic to the crowd, and 80,000-90,000 people are going to be saying pedophile. Certified lover boy, pedophile. Why?
Well, let me ask you this. Let me play Lucifer's advocate here.
Okay, go ahead.
Damn, Lucifer. That's the term, but Lucifer gets no love in this house. Mm-hmm. So my thing is this, though. Let's say he's not a pedophile.
Right.
Someone say you're a pedophile.
Right.
How would that make you feel, though?
If I'm in the game of hip hop and I'm a rapper, I'm going at them. Nobody feel no type of way. I know I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah.
I'm finna put this pen to work. And Kendrick Lamar, you gonna get the best you ain't never seen out of me. Now, hey, the best rapping from Drake. If I was Drake, you would have heard the best rapping from Drake towards Kendrick Lamar if I heard them lines. But
he's not that.
He's not that type of person.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And Kendrick knew that.
I am so glad about this here. Because I'm going to tell you something. and you in this generation, I'm gonna say your generation.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. 5 years ago, I had arguments with young guys. I said, hip hop is the culture, rap is the business. I was come up on lyrics.
Yep.
See, there's a rappers and there are MCs. So to me, I said Kendrick wasn't even given the love he deserved because he had lyrics. Him and J. Cole, I said, they have lyrics. They can spit, but they kind of went away from lyrics. So I'm glad he made this attack on Drake because now he's being appreciated for what he really is. Because at the end of the day, he's an MC.
Yeah.
He's an MC.
Yeah.
And I think hip hop has gotten to the point to where I will give your generation this though.
It's got a little soft.
I will give your generation this. This generation of producers are tight.
Yeah.
The beats are tracked. And see, early on, that's what girls in my generation, yeah, they like work. Girls listen to beats initially. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why that was never really an issue. Now, let me ask you this. This is not even notes, but I saw this today. Aries Spears was on Vlad.
Okay.
And Vlad was saying
the police.
we can talk about that.
Why is black people? Why are we still going?
Listen, man, listen. Yeah, but hey, yeah, hey,
no, go ahead.
I forgot. We can talk about that. Listen, y'all understand. This brother has had 100 episodes, so this is natural MC. I don't let people interrupt my flow.
No, go ahead.
No, but he can do. We can jump on that.
No, yeah.
No, that's good. But he said he was talking to Aries Spears. He was saying if it was not for Puffy, there would be no Biggie. And Aries pushed back, was like saying, "Yeah, but Biggie's talent, someone would have shout out to Biggie. Shout out to Biggie on my wall. I love the picture next to the Twin Towers that are no longer there, but." So I kind of agree with Aries in this. Now I would give Puffy this in terms of his thing with Biggie. Biggie lyrics was so grimy and hood and gangster, but Puffy understood the business in terms of we want this on the radio. So by him using the Isley Brothers beat and everything, because you want the girls to be able to dance in the club. They're dancing to the groove, but he's saying gangster stuff. So I agree with Aries saying somebody would have saw his talent and would have brought him out. Mm-hmm. But Vlad pretty much saying if it was not for Puffy, there would not be no Biggie. So I don't know. What do you think?
I think that Puffy did play a big role.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Biggie, but I feel like he would have flourished in different ways if he didn't have Diddy.
Somebody had to get it.
Yeah. And it's a lot of people in the industry, I believe, at that time that can recognize talent. So if Diddy was off him for the moment, I'm pretty sure whether it's 6 months or a year later or however long it would be, somebody will see that this man is talented because he would have found ways to put out music. But hopefully, the beats, the production, it would have looked a little bit.
Absolutely. I'm glad Puffy because Puffy even told Big, "You're gonna have to stop hustling." Because Puffy knew, hey, it's just a game. It's only two things. You go into the pen or you're going to get killed. So, but man, Biggie, man, listen, man, yeah. So I agree with Vlad, but I also agree with Aries.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Because I've watched different hip hop historians talk, and some Biggie lyrics were a little questionable.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say his name, but
you can say his name on my podcast. You just don't want to, but you can say it on mine.
But okay, so Joe Budden, he brought up a point.
Yeah.
He asked, how different would it look if we knew that Tupac and Biggie went both ways? Because they both have questionable lyrics. Biggie is tied to Sean Diddy Combs, and we know the story with Diddy. You know that he was
absolutely.
So how would that look if we knew that Biggie went both ways?
Okay, well,
would his career go different?
Well, hold on. Well, we're gonna say this here. Now, you mentioned. This dude, he said, "You're right. I'm sorry, yeah, West Coast, like we bad boy killers. You crazy." But listen, you mentioned Tupac. Okay, I know the Biggie lyrics they talking about. What questionable lyrics are you talking about as far as Pac?
I don't know specifically, but
because Pac. Shout out Pac on my wall too. Shout out to Pac. I don't know what lyrics he's referring to. Pac. Born 2 months before me. June 15, 1971. I'm August 30, 1971. So I don't know what questionable lyrics. Now, Biggie has said some questionable lyrics, but in terms of the artistry of lyrics at the time, no one looked at it as some will say gay lyrics. Right. Now, that's with anything. How would anybody look at during, particularly that time? Hell, even now, it's more safer now to come out. But why I think the defensive player of at Missouri didn't get drafted because he should have came out later. So when people look at because hip hop naturally is a testosterone strong genre. So yeah, if he came out as both, during that time, no, he nowhere near would have been as successful. Right. But
I get what you're saying because it was a little bit different back in the day. Is that what you're saying? Because like even with Jadakiss, he has a line like J to mwah, kiss you.
Yeah.
Like
and Jada spits.
Yeah.
See, Mama, and see, Big man, listen, man. Today's agenda. Got the suitcase up in the Central. Go to room 112. Tell them Blanca sent you. Feel the strangers. If no money exchanges. We got these catching ranges to leave them niggas brainless. All we told is stainless. You just remain as calm as possible. Let the deal go through. If not, we got 12 shots. You know how we do. Ooh. Make your cannons clean. Slugs up in between. His eyes like true lies. Kill him and fleeing cream. But bring back the Coke or the cream. Or else your life is on the shelf. We've even this Frank. Catch me messing with, put bombs in your mom gas tank. To get this mummy. God. Man, Biggie, man, listen, man.
God, man, hip hop.
So I'm saying, so we on hip hop right now. Let me ask you this here because I have at first I was totally against everybody young because I'm about lyrics. Okay. And some people who have I try to bring. There are some young guys who I think who spits. If you don't spit, this is my criteria. If you really ain't got a flow, what you call ad libs, everything. You can be like a real one. A real one. Like Too Short couldn't rap. He was a real one. I'm gonna tell you somebody who really was rocking with for real. Young Dolph. I ain't gonna even lie, man. Yeah, I really was rocking. So out of the young generation, so there's not a lot of them I do like, but a lot of them, as long as they spin, and I think a lot of it is constructive. See, that's why I go back and forth because I see the construction, but see, me personally, I had to learn this myself. I knew I could listen to it, and it didn't motivate me to go out and do that. Right. But every young child don't have my mentality. Yeah. So I do know a lot of it is constructive. Yeah. I mean, destructive. Yeah. So that's the place.
And it's also purposefully programmed.
Oh yeah.
Like we got social media nowadays. You got to shoot them up, bang bang. Like right now with Lil Durk. Today they just put another murder for hire on him for sending somebody to kill the person who killed his brother. I remember that night when D-Thing died in Chicago because they was at a club in Chicago, and now he has 2 murder for hires. But before
he was out here.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, at Club O. Yeah, right there in Harvey. Basically Harvey. Yeah.
But like. Before this, the fans were saying, young people were saying, hey, slide for Von, slide for your brother. Now that he's in jail, where those people at? You know what I'm saying? Those same people, some of those people are saying free him, but what type of culture are we trying to build where I think it's social media, bro. Social media, they praise these rappers, they praise what they do, and they want to be like that, especially with the drill, especially with NBA YoungBoy, people like that. Like they see the money, they see the cars, they see the guns,
right?
And it is so social media allows people to think that this is within my grasp, that I can do the same thing that they do,
right?
Like same mannerisms. Like Absolutely. I work in a high school, you work in education. Like the way I'm walking down these hallways and seeing these kids act, talk to each other. Back in the day, like people will curse, but they won't do it in front of adults. Fully teachers and adults is walking down the hallway. They talking about my ops and
that's over with. The respect. Let me tell you something, man. It started, especially a rapper. Shout out especially, but he kind of threw shade at NWA. But I understand what he was trying to say, but he didn't word it right. Let me tell you something. I was first of all, born and raised hip hop. That's just my thing. I remember, like KRS-One, Boogie Down, Public Enemy, shout out Public. Best logo in music history. This logo here. This logo, their music represent this. The man who the S1W was their marchers and under a scope. Because what they were saying was to uplift black people. So my point is, during the Black Power movement, and they was selling millions without radio play, the power structure said, you know what, we got to switch this up. Now, shout out to shout out to Schoolie D, like the first East Coast rapper. Then Ice-T was doing his thing. Then, NWA, Eazy-E came about. We're going to push this because we got to continue to play this music. We got to fill these prisons. Prisons on our. So they start pushing it. So now that's like been a genre. Then it's been a fall off, but now it's coming now. That's why they get these cats these RICO charges. See, the RICO was created for the mafia.
Yeah.
Organized crime. But now we can use it if you're affiliated. So yeah, so now oh Lord, I don't care. I'm gonna keep it real.
Keep it real. Oh, every yay.
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't hate nobody, but how they're pushing the homosexual agenda. Because say, what about those guys that want to be gangsters? We got that a lot. We got that. But what about the black men that don't want to be gangsters? Let's demasculate them. Let's push shows that push them in that arena. Let's push shows that put them in life, because if they're that, they can't procreate. You know what I'm saying? And again, I have no hatred towards no one. Like what the Reverend Doctor said, I have no hell to put you in. I have no heaven to put you in. But I'm just saying this here. We as black people got to continue to grow and not let the power structure dictate. Like you talking about, so that social media is a monster. And some people I know people who are not even on it. I can be on it because I can navigate it and I know what my beliefs is. I know who's blessing me. I know who keeps me. I know who keep me. I know who got me here right now. But everybody don't have that. So I listen. Like I listen a lot of young guys because they eat with dirt. Because like I said, King Von, like I said, I like his music, but I was contradictory because he was a black disciple. I coached basketball at a gangster disciple school. My bus was shot up because so I ain't gonna get to that. But there's a lot of stories, so I understand. You see all these other rappers, a lot of these specifically. A lot of Chicago rappers, a lot of other rappers, they really was living a lot of the life that they was doing, and it's unfortunate. So we got to continue to try to push. That's why I'm glad, because Kendrick is making good music. Because even though he's saying stuff about Drake, you don't think anybody gonna pick up no gun.
Yeah, no.
And the West Coast holding Kendrick down.
Yeah, they are.
Game even said it. He said, "Look here, leave him alone. He ain't even own that. Yeah. We own that though."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
we on that.
And I said this a whole bunch of times. I said this in my last pod. I said this to a friend of mine. It's like, and you can take this in life in general, but you know when you walk up on somebody or you talk to somebody or talk about somebody, whether you know it or not, sometimes you run into the wrong nigga.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Kendrick is the wrong one.
Yeah.
And whether Drake knew that or not,
he didn't know.
He didn't know. Whether he knew that or not, he came out of this saying, like, I believe he told himself, like, I bit off more than I can chew, because you have Kendrick Lamar basically making a song saying, talking to his mama, like, you raised ain't, like, you raised a horrible person. Right. That was one of the lyrics. Yeah. He talking to his son, like, yo, daddy this.
Absolutely.
Yo, daddy did. Like,
absolutely.
Who's coming out and saying that? Like, he basically said, I believe when you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad women. You get what I'm saying? Like, you stand by Sexy Red, y'all looking in the mirror, I believe you see two bad women. Yeah. Like, he's attacking his character, and I don't think Drake was really ready for that.
He ain't ready for that kind of fire, though.
But the West knew. The West knew what Kendrick was, because I don't think Snoop Dogg passes the baton to Kendrick Lamar if he didn't know that he was really
man. And that's the thing, man. Because he's keeping it hip hop. He's keeping him. Yeah, shout out. That's right, baby. Luana, that's right. Support me. She about to go live. The Parsimony Mall. Love Jones. Get some good stuff. Definitely do that. He kept saying he didn't know what he was doing. Yamika, Drake needs to go back to singing R&B.
Or he needs to make a full rap album, not singing.
And that's what's crazy. He can actually spit.
Yes, he can.
He can actually, but see, he got caught up in that. Yeah, stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's very interesting, man. But I love hip hop, man. And a while back, Kevin asked us. Make sure I hit what he said. He said, "Give me y'all top 5 lyrical artists."
Today.
Well, knowing him, he said all time. I know Kev.
Shoot, all time. That's a little hard.
I
can't put them in order.
Yeah.
But as far as lyricists, I'm gonna go Hove.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go Common.
Okay.
I'm gonna go J. Cole and Kendrick. I'm putting those 2, so that's 4. And then I'm gonna give y'all oldie, KRS-One.
Okay.
Let's do that. So Hove, KRS-One, Common, J. Cole, and Kendrick. That's just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
No, but as far as lyricists, those are the lyricists that I really like to listen to, and I think that really get into their bag of just double entendre, triple entendre, like so.
You know what? See, I never give my top 5 lyricists because I get by people who I feel.
Right.
Because listen, very few people have said something about Eminem. Very few, because of his lyrical ability. Lyrically, he's better than Pac and DMX. Lyrically,
yes.
But I feel him like I feel Pac and DMX.
Yeah.
DMX. See. So I go with people who I feel. Mm-hmm. See, I feel DMX. Like I feel Marvin Gaye or Sam Cooke. Yeah. I feel Tupac. Mm-hmm. I feel Scarface.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I even feel Big.
Shout out to Face.
I feel Hope. I'm gonna tell you somebody, and I tell people all the time. People look at me crazy. Even some people in like your generation or a little bit older, their GOAT is Weezy. I feel Weezy. I don't. You look. I feel Weezy though. Yeah. Weezy can sit at that table. So for me, man, and like shout out, like when I say Scarface, Like I was talking about how me, you, and Brother McCaskill was rocking with Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
Scarface, my boy, shout out to Jimmy in Tallulah, where he was down. Shout out to Tallulah, Jimmy, and my boy Bugs, who feels Scarface. So it just, Kev, it's a lot of people, man. But it's so many, I like most Def lyrically. I just like people who can spit. John Connor from Flint, who people don't even know about.
Mm-hmm.
John Connor is so cold, but it's like you talked about earlier. It's all about marketing and how you gonna put the cat out.
Yeah.
But so I just love hip hop, man.
Okay. So you're not giving us a 5. Just give me 3
of just lyrics.
Yeah.
Of just lyrics. Are you trying to put me like this ain't your show, cuz? but it's okay. Let me see lyrics. Okay, you can say Hove.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna say Big.
Okay.
Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Rakim.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy Kane.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna throw man, look here, man. Even still gonna throw Cool J out there, man. See, because with Cool J, he was smart to change, going towards like most of a girl, man. But Cool J, man, Cool J was cold, and Cool J was knocking fools out too. You heard about the dude that broke in his house?
No.
Somebody had broke. They didn't know it was Cool J.
Oh yeah. I think
he called the police and he said, "Bring an ambulance."
Mm-hmm.
He broke the dude's jaw, broke ribs, everything. But yeah, man, I just love hip hop, man. Okay. But a lot of you young guys, somebody said something about Baby and the Baby. There's so many young guys still can spit. Who is your current young guys who that you like in your era?
Well, they not necessarily young, but as far as like who I'm listening to right now that is still producing music, I would say I like G Herbo.
Oh yeah.
I like the Griselda Boys. I like Benny the Butcher.
Yeah,
Conway the Machine, West Side Gun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, put me on because I don't know. Okay.
Larry June. I like Boldy James. I like
now. Look, these names. He said, "You gonna give them to me? I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt."
Freddie Gibbs.
Because I stay up. I stay with what I know. So these some names I don't know about.
I put Tyler the Creator in there, even though he's not.
I know who he is.
A lyricist, but him as an artist and as a rapper, I like him. I like Lil Uzi Vert.
Is he a rapper or is he an MC? There is a difference. Because I look at
you
Drake as a rapper.
Okay,
I look at Drake as a rapper because it's just the business part.
Okay, but an MC.
Because let me tell you something.
Okay, I would say Tyler is an MC in his own right. Lil Uzi Vert is a rapper. G Herbo is an MC, and the rest of them I named are MCs.
Okay.
But I can just name you rappers. I mean, Lil Baby.
Yeah. You know what? I really ain't feeling Lil Baby like that. Although
Boss Man D-Lo, that's
okay. Although I do like the song he had with him, Dirk and Khaled. Yeah, was a joint.
They got a lot of joints.
It was one joint that I said, okay, I like it, but I ain't really a bit. Well, let me actually, we on hip hop. Let's go here. Let's go. I'm keeping you because you came here late. So
let's go.
Yeah, you came here late. So all right, Hove.
Hitting back today over an allegation he and Sean Diddy Combs raped a 13-year-old girl after the Video Music Awards in 2000. He says it's blackmail, but the biggest heartbreak, he says, is for his family, including his wife, Beyonce, and their eldest daughter, 12-year-old Blue Ivy.
The allegations against Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and P. Diddy, comes in a civil lawsuit in which the young woman says she was drugged and that Sean Combs aggressively approached with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." At that point, Carter, Jay-Z, began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Beyonce's husband is striking back, releasing a scathing statement. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he calculated was the nature of the allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. Busby is hitting back, saying, I won't be bullied or intimidated. People will see through this effort to discredit me.
It was typical Jay-Z. Jay-Z doesn't cower. He tends to be one that shoots pretty straight, and he's used to fighting back.
In his statement, Jay-Z said his heart breaks for Beyonce and their 3 children, especially their oldest daughter, Blue Ivy. Her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims.
Okay. I'm gonna chime in after you. Go ahead. What you think about that?
So on one side of it, I think that it could be a money grab. It could be a money grab, but from what I've seen and read, this lawyer that is doing this case, he's pretty official. Not a type of lawyer that is scraping for money, really. And the lawsuit or the civil suit going, the initials, like they said that they were asking for money, but that's usually how it goes. They ask for this money, so it does not come out. But if you decline, then the story is gonna come out with your name.
Right.
But just in general with Hove, I don't think it's true. But at the same time, I don't want to put anything past these things. Because we've seen R. Kelly and now Diddy, the most recent one.
Well, Hove got a history too, as far as this too. But that's go ahead.
Right, because I do want to hear your opinion on this, because I mean, I want to hear the rumors that were from back in the day, because a lot of people in the industry said that there's always been rumors. As far as like when it comes to Diddy and Jay-Z and just different things like that. So Cat Williams said something at the beginning of the year. He said, you're either on the side of truth or you're on the other side. So whatever comes out, comes out. I'm on the side of right, and I don't mind if our biggest stars go down, because honestly, like if they were really doing some crazy stuff back in the day, like it has to be consequences. So whether it's Jay-Z, whether it's Beyonce, whoever is in this Diddy lawsuit, I think if they have done wrong, they should go down. So I don't put it past nobody, because like a lot of people, heroes may not be actual heroes. Like we don't know the full story because they're just celebrities and people we look up to. We listen to their music.
Absolutely.
We watch their movies if they're an actor, their TV shows. Like, but you know, people are problems.
They're people. They're people. And well, here's the thing. 2 things. Kind of going back, I did something this a while back when it was talking about like Bill Cosby. My thing is, okay, first of all, it's too many layers. Like, so I got to break it down. Bear with me.
Go ahead.
So the girl was 13. Koyana at 17, my daughter, wouldn't have been there. At 17.
Yeah, the story didn't make sense.
I'm not saying that she wasn't there, because I know I've been in education. I've seen trifling parents, but this is my thing. If you because this was I think it was 2001. This when Jay came out in '96, but at 2001, at this point he was the biggest rapper in the world. At this point, he wasn't this mogul. At this point, he was the biggest rapper. You ain't gonna violate me and still be having your videos on 106 and Park. So with it coming now with the money, see, Busby, he got over 100 plaintiffs, and some people we just don't know have already settled out. Because he said, I did some on this a couple months ago. He had like over 100 some people who was on tapes who have said they did this, and they just want to settle. So Hov was like, I ain't selling nothing. Now, do I think it's possible that he did something with a young girl? Absolutely. Because allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, Foxy was 15.
Yeah.
When he hooked up with Beyonce initially, 16, 17. Don't know how old Blue Contrell was. We saw a young man today who said, he's Jay-Z's son. He hear that a lot. His mother at the time, and when he was in Virginia, she was 16. So, like you said, I'm not putting nothing past nobody, but my thing is, you're not going to violate me, and I wait 20 years trying to get money. I got to get you there if you violate, because I think with the exception of murder, sexually assaulting somebody is like the most, or raping, the most vile thing you can do.
Yeah, especially underage.
Yeah, and yes. Identity theft is third. That's older, so I'm gonna do a show on that. Identity theft, I have a problem with that, man. I think you need to get 20.
Yeah.
Off the top.
20.
20! Not the life. Just give you 20.
Okay.
Give you a dub. Because I know people would mess people up. So my thing is, I'm glad Hov trying to fight, but it's more stuff. You can't play, because here's the thing. I know people who was rolling deep with R. Kelly. Negroes who I think are cool as hell. But you can't roll that deep with someone. And here's the thing. R. Kelly stuff went so long. And people say, do you still live with R. Kelly? Absolutely. I absolutely do. You know why? I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Because I know what the one is victims. That Negro could have got close to my daughter. Could have got close to my daughter. They had that documentary, people throwing rocks at the windows. Wouldn't have been no documentary. Man, let me tell you something. How I was with Kayana, I'm gonna tell you something. Shout out to my wife, Kayana's mama, great mama. She had a lack of judgment in one situation. It was somebody's skating party. Said the mother gonna come pick her up, be home. I pick her up. Mother came, she saw her little friends. They hugged, they took her. Later on, that wasn't even her mother. It was her aunt. And the party, she picked like about noon. The party didn't start, the skating party started to like 5. I don't know, skating party, I said, yeah, that's so I said, what's up? Where she at? Dude, I was on 30. This was, Keon was about maybe 8.
8?
And I think it was a skate, it was a little bit of an afternoon skating party.
Yeah.
But I found out later, the party started like at 5. So, I'm going to tell you, I was on that oil too. Had a little drink. I said, she ain't back. I said, don't worry about it. I went to Greenwood skating rink. And the evening skating rinks, lights aren't on.
Yeah.
Except the lights in the eating area.
Yeah.
Dude. I said, I ain't ridden no skates. I paid to get in. I'm walking on the floor because I see little kids on the floor. The dude with the whistle. I said, man, get out of my face. I'm looking for my daughter. I thought somebody that was Kayana, but it wasn't her. I'm walking around, cats in the corners, kissing chicks. Some cats on the backside shooting dice. I'm on 30. I'm on 30, dog. So I'm walking around, and I'm calling her name, and I said it loud. Well, she would get mad. I don't call her Koyana. I don't call her Coy. Yeah. Those girls with gymnastics, I call her Coy. I don't call her Coy. Yeah. You know what I call her? No. Pooka Pook. Pooka Pook. So I was like, Pooka Pook. She said, Daddy? She was in like the food areas. I went there. I said, we about to go. We about to go. So I came to get the skates in, and we bounced. And you know, me and the missus, we had a little conversation about that. So I'm saying all that to say this here. She wouldn't even have a chance for R. Kelly or anybody to even, because she gonna spend night at Oprah house. Yeah. And Oprah have no history of that unless I'm there. Because Oprah, so I'm saying all that to say this here. I'm not blaming parents, well, it's actually I am.
Yeah, you kind of are because it was a
Because
little bit of their fault.
you can't give kids this kind of leeway because people ain't right. So I don't trust people. So man, so if like I said, if he's guilty or whatever, have at it. Because you can't mess with kids, man. And I just remember high school when like doughboys come pick up girls from high school who I knew they was in their 20s. This is like something that even our community we don't talk about. We know people who are like messing with little girls. It's just it's a sad situation, and
So it must not be the money then, because you said we do know people. That's why I be so curious sometimes. Like, what is up with these grown men interested in younger women? You get what I'm saying? Like,
not younger women, girls,
younger girls.
Yeah, you gotta say girl,
underage girl.
Yeah,
it always confused.
It's you know what?
Like, is it a money thing? Is it my parents didn't raise me right thing? Coming from the ghetto thing? Like, what is it?
It ain't come from the ghetto. Because most of the violence come from affluent families.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even if you look back even in, like, back in the day in the 1400s, wives were, as soon as they become on their menstrual, they was potentially be a wife. Girls was getting married to kings at like 12 years old. Once they started to, go through their menstrual cycle, historically. So it's a sad situation, man. But I just tell, it used to be a point to where because we wouldn't be able to like spending night on people's houses. Like, of course, y'all been over here, but you used to be worried about people with girls. She might have brothers, but now you have to be concerned, even with just girls now. Because they have made it so popular for girls to think. Because I know some girls who are even going that route aren't necessarily gay. It's trendy. Mm. I'm not discounting anyone who feel that way. And I know the schools are going a certain way. And I don't agree with everything that the schools are doing. And I remember they had these badges, these out badges with rainbow badges. Mm-hmm. You wear them. So if a kid want to come out, they show that you are a safe person to talk to. Mm-hmm. I didn't get a badge. Right. I'm not gonna do that because I got a relationship with kids. Yeah. Kids come to me regardless. Yeah. And kids have come to me with some of those feelings. So I just try to give them direction. I don't. When I'm not gonna tell a child you're wrong. You're going to hell. No, I do that because I don't know who's going to hell. Yeah. Nobody know. Yeah. No preacher know who's going to hell. Yeah. But I just they asked, I said, how do you feel? I said, have you talked to your parents about it, whatever. So I didn't want to get too much on that soapbox on that, but that stuff with hopefully everything's okay. But it's a whole lot of people going to go down. Oh, for sure. Now we in school. Check this out, TJ. What's up? Now I saw this. I'm like, this is crazy.
Video that Durand Middle School mother Chanel Russell received Friday. That afternoon, she got a call about what happened between her 6th grade son TJ and the football coach who was in charge of the classroom that day. That teacher was identified as Betrayal Elder.
I was told that he had a share of words that were inappropriate to TJ, and that he had, made some remarks about me, and my son was unhappy with it. So my son then went to the front of the classroom to approach the teacher, letting him know, hey, stop talking about my mom. The teacher then came closer to my son. My son again said, stop talking about my mom, and also wanted to, call someone to call my mom. From that point, he was then grabbed and thrown to the floor.
The comments, according to this student, were sexual in nature. Russell says she's never met this teacher before and is appalled a teacher would say anything like this to her son.
I just feel like they failed me. They let me down. It is heartbreaking. It causes a lack of trust in the school system.
As that video continues, that teacher can be seen standing over and straddling the student after throwing him down.
He then grabbed Travius and shoved him out of the classroom. It was witnessed by the assistant principal that he was thrown out of the.
Okay, what you think about that, TJ?
I think that I'm an advocate of teachers being able to, rough up the kids a little bit, because like when I was in middle school, like I literally watched my middle school basketball coach ham up one of our players, and he like, I'm gonna tell my mom. He was like, go tell her. She gave me permission to do this. So like back in the day, it was like that, and we didn't really come at the teachers or coaches, because I mean that's where we come from. We come from whoopings if we get in trouble, but these kids are a little bit different today. But as far as if a sexual remark was made towards that student's parent, then that is inappropriate. And these kids nowadays, they're not afraid to jump at you. They're not afraid to come at you. So he did that, and he faced the consequences. But you, as the teacher, you shouldn't be forcibly pushing him. Like, it's situational, and in this situation, I feel like the teacher was wrong.
Let me take this off here.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell y'all something. I am in year 28 in education. A teacher, department head, dean, director of student affairs, coach of comm coordinator, assistant principal. I've done all these things. Said the boy was, so they kept saying the football coach, he was watching that class. So apparently the teacher, I'm thinking that classroom teacher was probably absent, and they couldn't get a sub, so they used people within the building. The teacher, I'm assuming he was a teacher. They said he was a football coach. Mm-hmm. He may be the teacher, I don't know. But he said he was saying some inappropriate things sexually. Kids, particularly boys, you ain't gonna say nothing about sexually about your mama. Mm-hmm. Now, and he said some stuff, and the boy said something to him, and the class laughed, or like, oh, because he picked that boy up. Yeah, you can't get to that point. Yeah. Now, excuse me, have I put my hands on some kids and not kids? Not that's just little. High school had some scuffles, yes. Because when I'm breaking up fights, though. Yeah. Because that's when you get it in. I'm being real. That's when you get it in. Mm-hmm. But I never punched a kid. Have I slanged some fools? Absolutely. You can't do that. They say he resigned. You just can't do that, which means they push his button. Everybody got buttons. I got buttons. I'm gonna tell you something. There was one boy who found that button when he said it. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm glad I was a veteran at this. I was maybe 14 years in. Mm-hmm. I ignored it. I didn't, because if I'd have reacted, that was gonna ride. He gonna tear everybody. I ain't gonna tell you what it is. Mm-hmm. He hit a button, and you have to. That's the biggest thing about me. You have to get a rapport with kids. I don't know if you saw a thing. We had attendance incentive. For those who had the right attendance, you get a chance to throw a pie in your favorite teacher, whoever face. Right. Man, I got pied it was like 70-something. I got hit about 45 times. Really? And I did because I did it for one. I know they wanted to get me, but I know they got love for me. Yeah. And it was more, and I said, I'm building equity. He let us do that. Yeah. So when I yell on them, they gonna listen. Yeah. They gonna do, you know what I'm saying? I build, because like I said, children are my business, but that boy said some stuff. If the dude really was saying something about his mother sexually, he's so out of pocket. Yeah. And he lucky, the boy was 6th grade. High school? Yeah. He got jumped. Yeah, for sure. I've seen teachers who got whooped in high school by cats. So yeah, that part right there is kind of bothered me, man. And so we went through a lot of stuff today. I kept him long on purpose.
This don't matter to me. We do a 3-hour.
Whatever, dude. You a newlywed. You can't be hanging out like that.
Listen,
I'm telling you,
all night.
Don't. Okay. You a newlywed, dude. Okay. You say you're gonna listen to good advice. Yeah. You don't want to start out clowning. Don't start out clowning. You're right. But no, man. Listen, y'all. This is a young man who I have seen just from early on. Early on.
What we got?
Listen.
What we got?
This is a basketball camp I trained. He was as early teacher. I mean, yeah. I mean, I had a younger one joining that joint.
Yo,
but I need.
I love that. Look at my socks though. That was my style. Like back in the day, middle school and younger, like I love hooping in church socks because they was comfortable. So I had church socks or I had some longer socks.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they mismatch, I still roll them up high. Man, young
You know I still got a couple of them shirts you got on right there too.
For real?
And check this out here, y'all.
That's dope.
We got here. Wait, where it go? Prom night.
Oh my God. That boy look good.
My man, you don't hype it up. Prom. I was just seeing the boy go out for prom and him go out to Western Michigan, graduating doing his thing. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't go to Western?
Oh my God.
Oh, I thought Central. I'm sorry.
What is
Central? You know what?
Hey, we Western K over here.
Central Michigan. My bad. Hold on, wait a minute.
Western.
Wait a minute. Don't hype Central.
Hey, and y'all see this? Y'all see this sash? I was second place in the court. Just a little side note. I was second place.
He's overrated.
Javier. Yo, he was the most
Javier. Yeah, you lost somebody named Javier.
He was the most popular dude. I think
Why?
He was liked by everybody.
Wait, hold on.
No, listen.
Did he play sports?
No. He was the class president. He went to Stanford. He was right. Everybody loved.
Let me explain something to y'all. He attended a high school that wasn't a powerhouse in any sport. Because there ain't no way no Javier, I don't care how you go step, would have been most popular. Listen, I come from, we should have been better. I come from a basketball school. And personally, I was most popular in my class. That is factual. Shout out to my girl, Keisha Fields. She was a most popular girl. I didn't run for homecoming because I wanted my mans to win. He didn't go, but he didn't win. But anyway, listen, forget all that.
You was going Central Michigan.
Central Michigan. Well, I think I love Central Michigan because our regional and our quarterfinal games in high school was at Central Michigan, which we won state championship. But Mount Pleasant, historically, very racist city.
Yeah, I know.
Was it like that when you were there? It had to change something.
I didn't experience little to no racism, but I heard, as far as white people saying the N-word, like my girl was a part of this sorority. It wasn't the Divine Nine. It was like another type of white base, but it was like a community thing, and they were having like a banquet to celebrate. Yeah. And then Kanye's song, I ain't saying she a gold, but she ain't messing with, and me and her friends that joined also was black, and it was like maybe 10 black people in there at the most. So when you say I ain't saying she a gold digger, she ain't messing with no, and that N-word is like said out loud, and you looking around like it ain't too many black people around, but I'm hearing that. Like I heard that even at a party. Like, so let me give you this quick story.
Lord have mercy.
Because
you just hurt my spirit.
I was at a party, right? And it was juking. One of the best parties I've ever attended. It was juking.
Juking is really a Chicago term.
Yeah.
So if you're juking, well, I ain't gonna get into what juking really is, because you Negroes took juking to a whole nother level.
Oh, yeah.
If you're New Orleans, pee popping, not as a twerking, but their own people, that's a whole other story. But go ahead.
Yeah, but so the song came on, I forgot what song it was, but I'm dancing, we having a good time, and this white girl next to me, and a song came on with an N-word, and I heard it out loud. And I just started going in on her. Man, I'm lit. She lit too, but I'm like, girl, watch your mouth in here. Don't say that, this, that, and the third. If some black girls were right here and heard you said that, they would have got down on you. She just looking at me like, I didn't mean. I look like I ruined her whole night, but I'm like, but I'm lit, so I'm a little aggressive. I'm like,
lit? What do you mean lit?
I was drinking.
What?
I was probably some E&J or some, E&J or some Smirnoff or something. Look, back then, and I'm gonna be transparent now that I'm on your podcast.
Has absolutely great parents. He has absolutely great parents.
I wouldn't say.
Although his namesake is his father. Yeah, I know about Ty back in the day in Mississippi, but still, great parents.
No, but listen.
Shout out to Sister Erica.
Shout out to Sister Erica.
But she went to Corliss. Corliss is hood.
No, yeah.
Corliss is hood.
For sure.
Yeah. But go ahead.
If she tell you some stories, her and my dad,
they
absolutely. They grew up. They were both young once.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when I was in college, when I was in high school, I was around. No, let me slow down. When I was in college, I was around people that have been drinking since high school. Yeah. I only started drinking when I was in college. When I was in high school, it was just basketball, video games, and school. That's all I did. So I didn't really go out like that, none of that. So I had to experience it for myself. So I would mix dark and light all the time. And people would look at me crazy like, what are you doing? But I would put it in the same cup and I'd be straight.
That's the first step to alcoholism.
I was just trying stuff.
No, I know people say, I might have, have a light, then a dark, then mix them two. That's a Long Island. But yeah, we got to talk.
Well, that's because people were already introduced to alcohol, so they will sip but I would think of alcohol as oh, we're going out, we're getting lit, so why not get the littest? That's what I would think. Okay, hold on. Why would I just be
the littest? The littest is not a word. So he's a heathen, but I love him. That sucker said the littest.
I'm just saying, some people go to restaurants and they sip on something and then they'll be good and go home, and I'm like, what is alcohol for then? That was me thinking. Yeah, right. In my freshman, sophomore year of college brain. So
why didn't you call me during your time in college? We had some real good conversation because
I don't know why.
Yeah, okay. But but it's funny that you said that, like I said, because I can't even imagine. But see, I didn't go to college in Mount Pleasant. High school, Mount Pleasant was a white team that really wasn't scared of black teams. Mm-hmm. I mean, we went there and.
You talking about the high school?
Yeah, Mount Pleasant. They had a white kid named Ray Schneider. I'm sure Ray Schneider, he was really good. Mm-hmm. Never got his average against us though. But our mascot was the Knights, and they had a black body with shield and the armor on. Mm-hmm. They was hanging them. Oh wow! I remember that. I remember I was playing Corona in a regional semifinal at Central Michigan. Uh-huh. They were white is right. White is right. We was down 8 at halftime. I remember we ended with the fourth quarter was ridiculous. 33-6 in the fourth quarter. We went to run. So I'm just saying it was interesting that when you went to Central Michigan, but that's
my roommates were white, and we
was anybody there from Saginaw?
Yeah, it was a lot of people from Saginaw there. All over Michigan.
You should have linked up with them. Well, it depends on where they went to high school. Because if they went to Swan Valley or Newville or Bridgeport, shout out to Bridgeport. It was some good bit, but the High, the BV, the Hill, but who knows?
When I was hooping, I talked to a lot of black people out there.
Got you.
Black friends and stuff like that. I was in an organization called Man About Change, so
okay.
Yeah, I talked to a few people.
Cool. That's what's up. So look at y'all. We totally went off script. I do not care. Mm-hmm. I do not care. This, my young guy, listen, I am so proud. Like I said, he has had 100 episodes. Basically, he's the vet, and I'm the rookie in this space. Mm-hmm. You know what? Shout out to him. Hey, so let me go back to it. I want y'all to support this brother here because, again, 100. The Game Changers podcast, TJ Taiwan Hamilton Jr., he just celebrated his 100th episode. Hey, so where can they follow you at?
They can follow me on Instagram, Game Changers Podcast, no spaces, Game Changers with a Z. You can find me on YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube, Game Changers Podcast. Run that up over there. And yeah, that's pretty on Twitter. If you have Twitter, Facebook, I'm pretty much everywhere. So Game Changers Podcast with a Z, no spaces in between.
And listen, and what I'm going to probably do, because it was messed up. You know, my Friday Fable is tomorrow.
Okay.
And it's crazy because I don't even know what story I'm going to tell tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But what I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to post the wedding picture I had for them.
Okay.
We are to the wedding. Because, my young man, and let me tell y'all something. What are you, 27, 26?
26.
Listen. You find someone that you really love, that really got your back. Ask yourself a few questions. You know, if you get in the car and you're paralyzed from your neck down, would she be there or would he be there? You need to ask yourself the questions because marriage is a real thing. Mm-hmm. It's tough. It's work. This young brother I'm so proud of this young man because I've seen him progress, come from a great family, great parents, and support this young boy here, even though I'm going to get on some more because for coming my thing late. I got to say this.
Yeah.
I was called and leaving a message. And I was going to say, look here. I'm going to go on live because I promoted I'm going to be live. I was going to go through this. I was going to go live solo. I was about to hang up. I was leaving the message. He said, hello? Yeah. And then he said, man, like 20 minutes. I said, okay. That's because this is my man. So otherwise, I appreciate you because I was like, because I want to stay true to my thing, but he came through. I'm actually glad it worked that way. I'm actually because it showed that we can still do things when things aren't ideal because God is able.
Yeah. Trust me. 100 episodes. I done recorded a whole episode, and I went to my phone and. It's saying run out of space.
Yeah.
55 minutes in. And guess what I did? Recorded that whole 55 minutes over again. So it's different roadblocks, different things you got to get through in this process of being a broadcaster like you are, like we are. But, you know, as long as we got God on our side and we consistent, we gonna get to the level that we want to get. So I appreciate you for having me on this platform. I
appreciate you having me, bro. Yeah. I tried to get you on. He wanted to be on the. He said, I want to do it in person. I don't want to do no. Yeah, I said, you got to be second. You can't be the first. Yeah. You know, we got to be first. Yeah. But yeah, shout out, and I'm gonna say this here. Shout out to his parents, Taiwan and Erica Hamilton. Trust me, real good people raised him. Shout out to my boy Timothy. Shout out to Tyler doing your thing down there at Howard. Great family. And when I see him, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Friday Fable. Believe it or not, forget what the naysayers saying. God is real. Now, I'm not saying what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Things I've personally been through that it could have been nobody but the man upstairs, which I don't say. I don't say the man upstairs because y'all might think I might have another flow. God, the great I am, his son, Yahweh, Yeshua, the Prince of Peace, the Counselor, Emmanuel. You know what I'm saying? So real talk. I'm not ashamed of the gospel. But much love, y'all. I appreciate you, boy.
Always.
Hey, love. Holla, y'all. Holla at me.
Peace.
Holla at me. This TJ Game Changers Podcast. Deuces.
Things going on in the world today. Every time Dick and Harry got something to say. But what they said ain't got no fabric to it. Ye takes the thoughts with dice straight through it. It's all about rumors and people feuding. If we're not uplifting, then what we doing? Yeah, they love the culture, yet they trying to wreck it. But are we ready to go hard to protect it? If we don't stand firm, then we're sure to fall. Are you ready to fight the stain and accept the call? Or it's all about dealerships and the mall? Now I'm ready to go for broke like Apostle Paul. I'm charged with the task to keep it real. Moving straight forward, not about to yield. on every subject, yeah, you know the drill. R.I.P. Guru, I bring that mass appeal. Our ancestors stood tall despite abuse. We got all the tools